And what about of all the people in your house, who's got the worst farts?
Me. Oh,
You?
Georgia has the worst fart.
What, the worst sounding or the worst smelling?
Worst. Oh, Georgia's the loudest.
A what? The loudest.
Georgia's are the loudest, and she does them more often.
I don't know that I believe that, Ollie. I think everybody farts
Well,
a lot.
I think Georgia deserves the right of reply. What do you think about that, Georgia? Who do you think's got the worst fart?
Simba.
Well, it sounds like a he said, she said situation here.
Anyway, mine are pretty small, but you can really smell them. And Georgia's like really loud, but you can barely smell them. Simba is cute, quiet, but really deadly.
As long as you get somebody to like say pull your finger, otherwise it's rude. If you fart without somebody pulling your finger, that's rude. So somebody gets to be part of the whole incident.
Yeah.
So if you had like a farting competition at your house, and there's a whole lot of things you have to consider, you know, the smell, the loudness, how
Simba
often it
would
is.
win.
Who would win, do you reckon?
Simba. Simba.
You need big beans.
Simba would win.
Okay.
Or lose.
Yeah. And what about...
Oh, Dad. If it was a burping competition, Dad would win. He blames it on us. He always plays the blame game.
I can't see how that happens.
He always plays the blame game. Like I'm in the car, I go like, wait. And then he's like, Oliver, Georgia, Mommy.
So what about at our house, Mel? Who do you think would win a farting competition
Oh,
in our...
probably me. I'm deadly all the time.
Oh, I was sort of hoping that I might get that prize, but...
Oh, sure, go on. As the weapon of choice, yes.
Hey? Yeah, either of those spots. Hey! How are you down?
Out Georgia's side. Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, hey Georgia. Hey Ollie. Hey Kevy.
How you going?
Good to see you.
How you been?
Good, mate. You're rocking the wild boy look.
Yeah.
Bit of a wild man
Why
thing
not?
happening.
Just a bit of Ellie and just
Yeah.
hair going a bit going
I like it. Good look.
Oh, but you might need to check your gears because when I was putting your bike in, the gears clicked over, so you might just need to check. It's on 4, so you'll need to just rotate it.
You're going to need a wheel on that.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's not going to be very much without it, are you? Unless he's really good at wheel stands.
So are we excited, guys, about having a fun day?
Very exciting.
Are the brakes okay?
All good?
Yep, all good.
So what's the farthest you guys reckon have ridden ever? Like in one trip?
Oh yeah, just
What?
We
so just those
I've
little
gone
knobs. Click in.
about past the school with this. It's probably the furthest I've ridden.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just sit on there. Inside.
What about you, Georgia? How far have you gone, do you reckon, on your biggest
And
trip?
then you hold one side and you twist the other.
Probably yesterday.
And then when it's tight enough,
we did the furthest.
just sort of
Because we're going to do about 150 kilometres today. Would you have gone further than that, do you think?
I don't know.
That's like about from here to the Gold Coast and back, you know, down to Surface and back.
Pretty safe.
Is that okay?
That's how it is, yeah.
That's not okay.
That'd be
What?
fun.
This just goes on to
I don't believe you.
Oh, you're too clever. Yeah, no, I'm not going quite that far.
A ride to Melbourne. Have you been before?
I think. I don't remember that.
All right, Georgia, go test to make sure that I've
Yeah.
done everything right
His
there.
uncle Phil, he drove from the Gold Coast
Well,
all
no, just
the way
the
down
brakes
to
and
the
everything
plough.
works, and then I've got them.
Oh, wow. Gee, that's
He
a
went
big trip.
nuts.
He would have gone up, yeah. Oh, wow.
Okay, you can have fun. Woohoo!
So, Celeste, really, how far do you reckon is the longest they've ridden? Just to give me some context as to what we're used to
Will you
doing.
tell me what your plan is, and I'll tell you whether it's doable.
Well, we can, if they get tired, we can come back any time. But if they don't get tired, the idea was to be to ride to, say, South Bank
yeah.
and do stuff there and then ride back.
Yeah, as long as you can stop a few times. And
So
give it a
South Bank
break.
and back's not too far.
I reckon. No,
Yeah.
I think that would be okay.
All right.
But you guys need to speak up, okay, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you guys are going to ride all the way back.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Once you get,
Yeah.
So
once
the
we get
further
to
you
the
go,
second point,
you have to
you're
come
right
back again.
Yeah.
All right. So that if you think you're going to be too tired coming back, you need to speak up.
Yeah,
Don't just sit
but
down.
there is another possibility, although I don't think we'll be doing it, and that is if for some reason you're really totally wrecked and whatever, well, you can get on the train and we can come back on the train, and then all you have to do is ride from the station to here. But I'm not guessing that we'll need to do that unless everybody's absolutely stuffed or we have a heart attack or something like that.
That's not too bad. If you do all the bike trips,
Oh yeah, no, it's not far, but I don't know what, like little kids often aren't used to trips and things, you know.
These bikes are, I mean, it doesn't, it's not a lot of effort to make them go fast or far.
Oh, yeah.
So they can pedal pretty cruisily and go pretty fast.
And what about hills? How are they on hills?
Well, they've got gears, so
Yeah.
they know how to use the gears. But when it comes to going down hills, they'll either get off the bikes and walk them, or they'll just take them super slow. It depends on what
Yeah.
the hill is. If it's like this, they're going to get off the bike.
Well, the route I'm planning doesn't really have much hill. There's a couple of hills, but I mean, when I was a lazy kid, I didn't like any kind of hill at all. But
No,
they're
they're
okay.
okay.
But they're
They're
okay with sort of smallish hills, hey?
Yeah, they'll be okay with smaller shells, yeah.
Is Miracle?
Yeah. Well, Meryl's at the park doing a workout. We're going to go and meet her at the
Yeah.
park,
Let's get some
and
cream
then
on now,
do
hey?
stuff.
So she already prepared earlier.
Well, she does a big long park thing, so she's gone to the park to do her park thing, and we'll go and join her there.
Oliver, can I have... Stop here, mate. Let's get some cream on now, so Poppy doesn't have to think about it for a couple of hours. Does Kevin have to stand there and hold your bike?
Do the chains come off much? Do they come off?
No, Oliver mucks with his. Okay, so he changes his gears when the bike's still. You
Oh,
can't change gears unless the bike is moving.
Oh yeah, and that
So
makes
if
the
you hear
chain
him
go.
click, 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 and he's still, he's mucking with the gears, and the chain will come off. So just tell him,
Yeah.
no, not to do that.
Yeah,
It happens all the time, and then you get stuck somewhere, and we have to walk the bike home because you don't know what's happened, and what's happened is exactly the same as every other time that happens.
But can't you just put the chain back on? Why do you have to walk the bike home?
Oh, because we,
no. Mum does not know how to mix chains.
I now know. So at the moment he's on 3. So he's got
So we're going to keep an eye out for UFOs today, guys, because you know I'm really obsessed with UFOs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, there was no UFOs.
Okay, but there could be some today. Every day is a different day. So just because you didn't see a UFO one day doesn't mean you're not going to see one another day.
There was a UFO.
There's UFOs every day, all over the world. It's just that not everybody gets to see all the UFOs on the one day.
Have you seen any Air Force?
I've seen some on YouTube. Every day there's a guy that puts up new UFO videos on YouTube. In fact, there's a few of them, and I watch them every day to look at all the new ones. And there's usually
UFOs,
hey,
not drones.
or some of them might be. Some of them you have to have a objective mind about it.
An open mind.
An open mind. Some of them definitely are drones and people throwing plates in the air and all that. But it's the other ones that are
right,
not
you guys
like that
good to
that I'm
go?
interested in.
Like
Have
the
fun.
one that,
Yeah.
like the one 50 years ago.
Yeah. Well, see, I'll talk to you about it later, but we're at a special time in history right now where a lot of people that follow these things like me think there's going to... Wow. How rude. How rude was that?
A lot of people watch.
Have a great day.
So, yeah.
How fast can you ride on your bike?
A push bike.
Yeah.
Pretty fast because we've got batteries to help us.
We don't.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll be going really slow,
Get
but
off your battery.
we're
Get out your battery.
but we're old. See, we're old, so we are allowed to have batteries helping us.
Yeah, you're old. I should be doing more fitness work.
Well,
So
okay.
he's on a 24-inch bike. His is the same size as hers. So he's actually a bike ahead of his height.
Oh, yeah.
But he seems to be managing it fine.
Yeah, no, he's doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can transition because the seat's really low, so he can transition when he gets older for the seat to be right up. So there's loads of room for growth there.
Yeah.
And George's got the
we can
same
make this
size.
go up.
So how fast can you go, Ollie? You asked me how fast I can go. How fast can you go?
Well, I'll have to see. Depends.
Don't wear yourself out. You got a long ride today.
Depends on what gear I'm on.
Oh, well, don't worry. We'll do the demo when we're out riding. Don't worry about doing the demo here. That'll be fine.
All right.
Okay, so we've got to go get our bikes now. I've got a bike for you, Kevin. You've got a spare bike. It's a different spare bike to the last one you had.
Are you staying on paths the whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Well, there's a little bit of path, a little bit of road, but in a really quiet bit, and then
Yeah.
all the rest is bikeway.
Yeah, cool. Okay. We'll just make sure you're watching because they're not roads.
Yeah. Now we're going to take the most quiet,
You're not.
least dangerous
You're not
route.
experienced on roads.
Yeah.
Right.
So the other end of the day, any
I
time?
don't know, 4-ish or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just come because we'll be back probably I'd say mid-afternoon, say 2, 3, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe before, I don't know,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, cool.
So just come when you want.
Yeah, all right then. No worries.
All right.
Cool. All right. Have fun.
Okay. So you have a good day too, Lucy.
Oh, yes.
Say goodbye to your mum, kids. So yeah, we've got a different spare bike now. The one that you're going to ride today is about twice the power as the one you rode last time.
Oh.
Not that you're going to need it because we're going to be going at kiddie sort of speed. That's one of the other people that lives in the building's bike.
I've seen this.
Well, this is for anti-magpie. 100% effective. We've been swooped all over the place, and then since I put this on, because I saw a video from a professor who's like a magpie expert professor guy. Well, there's lots of magpies around this area, but with this we'll be safe because this professor said that magpies don't like it coming to your face. If you turn and look at them, which you can't when you're riding because you've got to look where you're going, they'll go away because they don't like going to your face. So if you've got a face on the back, they think that you're looking at them, right?
Can you put one at
Well, because I'll be there with this, that'll stop them coming to any of us.
Any of us, yeah.
Yeah, see, they'll go, oh, there's somebody looking at us here. So they,
Meryl have one?
hey?
Does Meryl have one?
Not yet, but I think she thought I was being silly. Why would you think something like this is being silly?
That's creepy. That's creepy.
I don't know if it needs to be a creepy face, does it?
Well, it has to be, according to this professor. See, some people make the mistake of just putting eyes on the back of their helmet or putting something that looks like eyes, but he says that the magpies aren't that stupid. They know that that's just not a face, right? So that doesn't really work. So he says what you've got to do is have something that to the magpie from a distance looks like a real face. And he suggested some kind of mask from a joke shop works quite well because the magpies from a distance think it is a proper face.
Yeah, right.
So I went into a joke shop, and of course you can't just get a face that looks normal, you have to get stupid faces.
scary.
And so this one, it's one of those scary clown faces, you know, from the scary movies.
Yeah.
If I was a magpie, and even if I like swooping faces, I wouldn't even go near that.
Yeah, that's right. But it's not so much that they think this guy's scary. It's because they just don't like attacking our faces.
Why
So, well, I'm not sure. Maybe they think that
They don't want to be watched.
yeah, and and if they think if you can see them, you might whack them or something like that. They want to like come in with a stealth attack from behind where you can't see them. Now, if you can look at them, they think, oh, he might whack me or hit me or something, or she. So they go away. So this way.
And we'll be safe.
Yeah, so they'll fly out of the tree, they'll come down and go, oh, one of these people's looking at me, oh, I'll give them a miss, you see. Now, every time Meryl's been on her own, pretty much, she's been swooped. But whenever she's been with me, with this, no swooping. Or they might start their swoop, and then they see the thing, and then they take off, you see.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so I reckon everyone will be safe. As long as we're all sort of together, this should keep us safe.
Poppy, have you been doing vertical algorithm?
Pardon?
Who's been doing vertical algorithm? On the wall.
Vocal algorithm?
Vertical algorithm.
Oh, is that the new term for maths, is it?
Yeah, technically.
Wow, that's really
Gee.
cool.
Yeah, well, I do that in my spare time. I just do vertical algorithms to amuse myself when I get a bit bored, so I do that, yeah.
Down here, you hide down here and do it too, like on the walls.
Oh, nothing like a good vertical algorithm to, get you going for the day.
Did you even know what that was called?
No, I never heard of it before. I think you just made it up, Ollie.
No, it's really it's cool. I don't know what
Just follow us. Just follow. I'll get in front, and everybody follow me.
Poppy, stop.
Why?
My bike's clicking.
Well, I'm not a mechanic. I can't fix clicks. What kind of click? I don't know.
So like the click usually means that's the click. You're in the middle with 2 gears.
We'll change the ride and change the gears a couple of times. Just try. It stopped now?
Yep.
Good. Excellent.
You are a bike mechanic.
We're meeting Meryl just down here at the park. This is the park, yeah. So there's no more nasty road bits now. Well, this is where Meryl should be down in here somewhere. Yeah?
What if he's making you buy a different park?
No, it's all right. We know which park. In fact, I can see her, I think. See, look, there's Meryl. Hey, Meryl. So let's just park our bikes here. And we'll do a little bit of park stuff. I've got a drone here. I might fly the drone.
Yeah, well, if you use the gears and turn off the motor,
You're fine.
it's fine.
It's not. It'd be just like riding a heavy bike, I guess. Hey.
Well, not if you're using the gears.
Oh, okay.
The gears taking much of the slack anyway.
Oh, all right. Okay, fine.
So that kind of seems to work. It's a lot easier and less confusing.
Then trying to let it help you. Okay. Well, that's fine. Whatever works, Kev. That's good.
Yeah, does the job.
So yeah, we'll just leave the bike. Just leave the bikes here. You got your kickstand there if you want, or just up against the tree. See the kickstand there? There we go. So let's just go and say hello to Meryl. So how you going there, Meryl? Oh, okay, it's like that, is it? Yeah.
This is easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't lose your sunnies. Meryl loves the kids in the park, playing with the kids, don't you, Meryl? School holiday time's Meryl's favourite time in the park, isn't it?
No.
Okay.
So mean to me.
Okay, guys. There's a tap just there.
Oh, yeah.
So do you want to have a drink or?
Drone!
Yeah, and then I'll put the drone up and we'll do some drone stuff, hey?
Drone stuff. 0.
So have you flown a drone before, Georgia?
Wait.
I'll teach you how to fly.
1, 2, 3.
That's my phone number. Why have I got my phone number on there, do you reckon?
For the YouTube thing.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And can you think of another reason? I'm asking you why I might have put my phone number on the drone. Can you think of any other reason? What happens if the drone flies away and lands somewhere?
So you can get it.
Yeah, well, hopefully somebody might go,
Like a dog.
yeah, well, it might just fly too far away and crash or something, and then the person who finds it will know.
Like a dog tag, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and then they ring me, and I come and get it. Or,
It doesn't have one of those when it's collar, because the other one's away.
yeah. The only problem with that is if it lands in the backyard of a crook, they might keep it and not ring me. So
They can't really fly it without having a little remote. Can they?
that's right. They'd have to go and get all that stuff. Quite right.
Pointless without it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Actually, they probably don't realise, but you can actually fly it in a limited way just with a smartphone, but you're not very far. But they probably wouldn't know that. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. What do I need? It's been a while since I've done this. I have to try and remember what to do. So I'll give you drone flying lessons. Before we leave here, you'll be able to fly the drone, Georgia.
What's the same one you had last time?
No, this is a different one. This is a smaller one.
Has that still got the cool little camera thing?
Yeah, it's got the camera and it also works with the headset, but only one headset. The other one you could have two headsets, this one you can only have one. But this is smaller and lighter and easier.
Wait, there's also, I remember when you took us onto the top level of your apartment and you flew the drone around and we could see where it was.
That's right, well we can do that today too. I've got the thing just so you can see. Here. Okay, now, if everything is right, this thing will take off in a minute. We'll see, hey. Will it fly?
Have you used it before? Hat. Hat. Release. This is my hat.
It looks like it's working, guys, hey.
These glasses also make things see better. How do you drive?
Okay, now, who wants the first drone lesson?
Me.
Okay. Now what you do, I'll just move it out of the way a little bit. Okay, now, I'll put my hands around your hands. Now you put your thumb on that one and your other thumb on that one. Now have a look at the drone. Now when you want it to go one way, to the right, push that like, whoop, no, hang on.
It's turning.
Yeah. Hang on a sec. Yeah, no, that's right, I think. Oh, I forget, it's weird. Wait a sec. Oh yeah, if you want it to just go left and right, push that one left and right, and then the other way.
And the other one goes up and down.
Yeah, that's right, up and down, and then go that way, and you'll see it go left and right. See, left and right. Right, now this one, try, let it go up a bit. If it's too close to the ground, it might crash, so bring it up. You know how to make it go up? That's that one, like that. Now to make it swirl around, you push it that way. See how it's rotating around that way? Push it that way, it rotates around that way. Now if you want it to go forward, push that forward. Right, if you want it to come backwards, pull it back towards you.
So this is the park where John and Meryl usually apparently go.
Usually, apparently. Yep, that'll do it.
So technically I was doing it, the battery's gone off and John's still trying to work out how to get the goggles to work.
Correct. So far, they only work at home and not when you're trying to have fun, which is annoying.
When everybody's around, doesn't want to do it.
Yep.
It's going to be pretty durable anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, look, Ollie, it's following you. Oh, look, oh, look, now it's going around you. Oh no, Ollie, it's following you. Look, it's chasing you. What's going on? Okay.
Very cool.
Now, Heavy, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll have a bit of a go.
Now, Ollie, can you go on the left side and you two, Heavy?
Yeah.
Just go on the left lane here because people get cranky if you're not on the right lane. If people come the other way, they'll get cranky. There we go. Everyone's in the right spot now. Okay, let's catch up to Ollie. See if we can catch up to Ollie. Oh, yum. Where'd you get the chocolate from? Didn't you just say you ate some chocolate? What'd you say?
I said I can taste the salty now.
Oh, okay. Well, off we go. Let's see if we can catch up to them. Gee, you guys are good on your bike. I didn't think you'd be this good on your bikes.
Mom encouraged me to get back on
What are you doing, Ollie? You going to go for a swim? Hey?
And he was supposed to wait for boat, so just having a break. And he was supposed to wait for boat.
Come on, guys. Ollie, show me how fast you can ride. Show me how fast you can go along here. What's going on, guys?
Come on, guys. Let's go.
Guess. Yeah, she's up ahead. See how fast she can go, Ollie? Let me see. Well, you're doing 25 kilometres an hour because I've got a speedo here. Wow, that's pretty fast, Ollie.
Going 25 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's how fast you were going when you went fast there. You're doing 6 to 17 kilometres an hour now, but when you went really fast, you were doing 25. So we're going to go across this bridge up here. See the bridge?
Yeah.
We're going to go across that.
Like that giant bridge.
The first bridge.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go across that bridge over to there.
That's right, onto the other side of the river.
What's that place?
Hey?
What's that place?
It's called West End, I think.
Is it a different island?
No, it's just the other side of the river. No island there. Stay on the left side of the road, guys. Is everybody good with that, going over the bridge? You'll have to put your gears down probably. It's a little bit steep, not too bad. Okay, let's go. Very good, guys. I thought you might have to walk, but you're not walking. Very good.
I have to go down. Down is fun.
That's the steepest hill. Very good. That's the last hill, I think. No more hills.
Unless we go back.
No, well, yeah, okay. You got a point there.
That. Oh, yeah, got
Well done, guys. Last hill here.
Downhill. It's a downhill. This is good.
You gonna let me go first or not? No. Well, you go first, Ollie. When you get down the bottom, turn round the right and come back this way. You do a U-turn down the bottom here. That's it, U-turn and go back this way. Very good. Oh, your riding skills are amazing, people. Look at that.
Is this still live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going, Ollie.
Keep going. Well, that's actually the wrong side, but anyway, try and stay on this side. More exercise stuff, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, lucky I didn't have to talk. That's a good thing.
Maybe it is.
It's in the city. We're going to be in. Around the view, we don't have like 5 lights and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see it. That's where I'll be going.
That little bad boy's mouth.
Hey?
You could probably stick the camera in that mask's mouth.
I probably could, yeah. Does it look good from behind the mask? Do you reckon it'd scare the Maggies away?
Yeah, well, I reckon it'll give the kids nightmares.
Well-
You're riding with Poppy and then they're going to wake up and have nightmares about trying to chase after you.
But look, it's 100% effective. We haven't had one swoop, hey?
Well, you would have had a few.
Sure we would. Yeah, we would have had heaps. I don't know. I'm trying to get a view from behind of the mast.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty, doesn't it?
I don't know. I can't see it. I'll have to wait. I'll have to wait for the video to see.
Well,
Okay, down here, guys.
did we go under the did we go under the
Along here, straight ahead. Left.
I've been on this path before.
Yeah. 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 Doing very well there, Ollie. I didn't realise you're so good on your bike. Yeah.
I think you and I went on holiday before.
Yeah.
Let's go over that bridge. Well, that's the bridge we just went over.
No, it was back the other way, but it looks like it, doesn't it? Same sort of bridge, but a different one.
Same as that. Hello, peoples.
We'll just wait for everyone to catch up. How are your legs, Ollie? You got plenty of legs left, or are they a bit wrecked? Well, we're nearly there. We'll lock the bikes up and go for a walk and have something to eat. Did you get any breakfast?
I didn't really eat breakfast anyway, so.
Probably where he had the flowers.
Okay, well, we'll just go up here and lock the bikes up and go for a walk.
You got a bike lock? They're red. Oh, they're red.
Okay, in here, guys.
Good idea.
You too.
So here you go, Ollie. Now that you can be the cameraman for a while. You want me to hang on?
Is it
Give me
on?
your glasses there, and they're causing you trouble.
Hi. So we're just going to Subway to get our lunch. So basically, we're just looking for an
Red light on, Ollie?
Yeah, it's on.
Don't just point it at your face. Point it at other stuff.
My beautiful face is all they need. And Poppy, we've been here before, haven't we?
Yeah, we know. What do we think of this thing?
Well, we've seen it before.
What
Upstairs
do we
it's
think
pretty
of it,
boring.
though? You say something about it for the camera. What do we
Well, there's all these artifacts and stuff in it.
think? Yeah.
I'm not sure what's at the top because I've never seen it.
What do you think of Georgia? Do you know anything about it?
Well, yeah, we've been
Do you
in
know what
it.
country it's from?
Oh, I'd say China.
Close. Tibet, which is sort of part of China, yeah.
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 Next year we're going to China, Japan, and Beijing. Even Hong Kong. Up there. It's
Festival.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's at night, the festival thing.
Just a place. Okay, so basically there's a pool here which people are not allowed to swim in. I don't think.
You want to go for a swim?
Are people allowed to swim in that? No.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Then what's it for?
Okay, let's keep going, guys. Swimming.
What's a pool if you can't even swim in it?
We'll go through the rainforest.
Basically something that's boring. Want to go through it? Like in the bushes?
So just hold it nice and still, Ollie, when you're moving a little bit.
So this is a emergency phone, unless it's an emergency. So yeah, I guess you get the idea. Emergency phone. We're going this way.
Already. How do we go this way? We go this way and then you turn right.
Yeah, turn right. See, I lost something. No,
Turn right.
This right, and then turn right again
Yep. Go straight ahead.
until we turn left or right.
And then you turn left.
And then you turn right.
Hold the camera nice and steady, Ollie. Point it in front, that's the
The
idea.
dead mice.
A good vlogger always points the camera in a suitable direction.
They do?
Well, what about old mate who just keeps filming his face the whole time?
Hey?
What about old mate that just keeps filming his face the whole time?
Oh, one of those guys I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he just travels the world vlogging, and yeah, he's really average. I don't know why so many people watch him. That was Harold Baldwin. I said.
Yeah, that's the one I was saying.
And he just travels around. And
Basically, we're just going to Subway. Okay, these are some weird people.
Yeah, I know. Oh, look, man, that's a bit annoying.
And I'm not, this is like just a show place. Not sure what they do, but they just put on shows and stuff. Well, that's the basic story of it, but that's all I know. I know the basic thing. The show place. I don't know why I show that. Well, we're just going. We're just going. We're just going. We're
How's it going, Molly? You doing a good job there? Yeah, you can be a vlogger for a while, Georgia.
Can we get a drink too?
Sure, yeah.
Sure. I'm like, Mum, I'll be like, no! And probably like, sure. So different. Oh, what am I gonna get? I want... Classic Coke, Fanta. Oh, I want classic Coke. There's so many... I want to get that Fanta. Mommy, can we have cans?
Pardon?
I don't think it lets you have cans. I don't think it has cans. It only has dispensers.
So out of all your animals at your place, who has the worst parts?
Simba. David doesn't really bark.
Well, you don't know. All animals do, but she's just outside more.
And
Fish bark.
what about of all the people in your house, who's got the worst parts?
Me. Oh,
You?
Georgia has the worst bark.
What, the worst sounding or the worst smelling?
Worst. Oh, Georgia's the loudest.
A what?
The loudest.
Georgia's are the loudest, and she does them more often.
I don't know that I believe that, Ollie. I think everybody finds
Well,
a lot.
I think Georgia deserves the right of reply. What do you think about that, Georgia? Who do you think's got the worst part?
Simba.
Well, it sounds like a he said,
Well-
she said situation here.
Anyway, mine are pretty small, but you can really smell them. And Georgia's like really loud, but you can barely smell them. Simba is cute, quiet, but really deadly.
As long as you get somebody to like say pull your finger, otherwise it's rude. If you fart without somebody pulling your finger, that's rude. So somebody gets to be part of the whole incident.
Yeah.
So if you had like a farting competition at your house, and there's a whole lot of things you have to consider, you know, the smell, the loudness, how
Simba
often it
would
is.
win.
Who would win, do you reckon?
Simba. Simba.
You need big beans.
Simba would win.
Okay.
Or lose.
Yeah. And what about...
Oh, Dad. If it was a burping competition, Dad would win. He blames it on us. He always plays the blame game.
I can't see how that happens.
He always plays the blame game. Like I'm in the car, they're like, wait. And then he's like, Oliver, Georgia, Mommy.
So what about at our house, Mel? Who do you think would win a farting competition
Oh,
in that?
probably me. I'm deadly all the time.
Oh, I was sort of hoping that I might get that prize. But...
Oh, sure. Go on. As the weapon of choice. Yes.
Oh, that's good to know. I'm glad we resolved that, because that's something that I have been wondering about.
Right. Now,
That they've done in Early Beach, only it's about 3 times higher than this.
You can drink
The Early Beach one's 3 times bigger than this one.
It's the biggest in. Oh, it's basically.
Wow.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And you can 12 or over. You have to be 12 in order to pay. Isn't that ridiculous? It's so stupid. Early Beach got all this money in order to do up after Lake Debbie, and they just decided to spend it on a big stupid ass jungle.
And a playground that's only good for over 12.
Yeah, it's like twice as high as this. The slides are about 3 or 4 times longer. They go all the way down and all the way down.
So it's basically an adult playground.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's silly waste of money.
So have you tried it?
Yeah. Yeah. A few nights, and they don't have security there, so a few nights after being at the pub and stuff, me and a few mates went up there and were playing around for a while.
Yeah, you didn't take your Spanish friend down there.
No, she didn't. You know, it wasn't near at that time, unfortunately. But that would have been cool.
Yeah. What have you? Where's your little brother, Georgia?
Did you guys already get bored of that park, did you?
Yeah.
Too many kids.
We've been there so
So many
many times.
times.
Too many times.
Oh, that would suck.
Kevy's got an awesome park at Airlie. Oh, but they'd be too young, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would be too young for it, I think.
Papa, can we go on the Ferris wheel?
Not today. We've done that.
Can we have a look at what's around the Ferris wheel?
I suppose, if you want to.
Once we go back to the unit, the first game I want to play is when we go in space. We drive the rocket around.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, No Man's Sky.
Okay. Oh, it's a
One of these
computer game where you fly around in
This is a
space.
computer game. It's an Xbox game. Xbox or PS... Do you have an Xbox or PS3?
I got both. PS4 and an Xbox I've got.
Have you got a PS4? Have you played Red Dead yet? Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah, I did play it for a while and it got really annoying because you had to keep feeding the horse and grooming the horse. And,
Yeah, that was annoying.
and it was really annoying, all the shit that you had to do. It was like a big job you had all the time.
Were you playing it online or just on the single player?
Single player, but the horse still kept needing to be brushed and fed, and I had to be, I don't know what happened to me, I had to keep eating stuff and drinking stuff,
Yeah, that does get a bit annoying.
and there didn't seem to be much fun going on, because as soon as you did all that, something else needed to be done. It was just like a big
Ollie,
job.
hire this.
So you're playing that at the moment, eh?
Yeah, but one of the funny things is I've got like, so when you're playing online, you can either play like shoot 'em up, so you can go into a game where everybody's shooting each other and all that stuff. And because I'm like playing with all these like little turds, they're all just like, as soon as I go around the corner, they're straight up and I'm dead. Like I got no chance, right? And it's a good way of making money and good way of making experience points. So you kind of got to knuckle it out and hopefully you get a little bit better in order to get your experience points. But one of the things they have done on the game is if you go to the saloon, then they've got Texas Hold'em. And the best thing that I'm good at is Texas Hold'em. So, and all these little turds don't know how to play Texas Hold'em. So I just go up and then all the money that they've already stolen from me or when they rob me and stuff like that, I get to go and play Texas Hold'em and I get all my money back.
So you get in-game currency that you can then spend on upgrades and things, can you?
Yeah. Well, it's just a part of experience points and, when you get money, you can upgrade your horse and all that kind
Weapons
of stuff.
and everything. Yeah.
So, it's the...
So
and
you
it's like my little payback. It's
So
like,
you rip all the little kids off, but they kick your butt in a battle.
yeah.
Well, that's fair enough, isn't it?
So that's all right. But I was just getting bummed out by them shooting me. And, like they're even on like their little, they're on the mic going, I killed you. Anyway, and then I wish you could talk online when you're playing Texas, but you can't really. But I just. I get all my money back, you little turds. I won. Nobody knows how to play poker on this.
You can text that, I suppose, can you? In the game?
No, you can't really, unless you do like your own private match, which I don't really have a little private match. Plus, all my mates aren't little turds who ever play online anyway, in general.
Yeah.
So, but, not many of my mates have got the game yet. But it's a good just payback. It's good. That's how I can get all my money because none of them know how to play Texas Hold'em, and that's the experience I've got over them.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds great. Class drinking water on tap. So maybe you just stick your hand in there or something.
Stick your head in it.
Stick your head in and see what happens.
Go on, free water. Put your head in there.
Ah, I see. Oh, now you suck it. Okay, press the button and suck the water.
That's the drink bottle.
Oh, that's for a drink bottle. Okay. I get it. Okay. So does that... Yeah, have a drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's world class, you got to try it.
How's the world class?
That means really good compared to everything else in the world. So is that world class water, Ken?
Tastes just like Brisbane. Yum.
Yeah, let me try.
World class
World
water.
class. What an experience.
Tastes like Brisbane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can taste the fluoride in it.
Yeah.
Yum.
Just like drinking out of the Brisbane River straight up.
Fluoride and chlorine, that's what you want in your water. Yum.
Well, it tastes like Brisbane, not like Spain or anything else.
No, that's right.
What else tastes like Brisbane?
Oh, look at these people.
Do we still have to go?
So what are they? Let's see what these people are up to. Hi, what are you promoting?
We are here from Little Leaf. We've come a very long way.
Oh, the little
How are
leaf.
you? Where have you guys come
What's
from?
your name?
Oliver.
Oliver. How are you?
I'm Magnolia Juniper Berry, but you
going? I'm Don.
Meet you, Dawn.
Yeah, Boris.
My
Stop
real
taking
name
my
is
hand now.
Rosemary, but everyone just calls me Sprig, which makes a lot of sense.
So you're part of the Brisbane promotional thing here, huh?
Well, we heard about Brisbane Festival, and not a lot happens in our little village of Little Leaf, so we figured we'd come and take a look.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I've got
Well,
to
it looks
say.
like it'll be good at night. Is it good at night?
It's very good at night. There's lights and music and action and lots and tons of people.
Oh, okay.
Did you go to the museum? Well, I'm going to go to the museum because I've got this thing that I think they might like to see. It's very special. Do you know what it is?
No. What is it?
What does it look like?
It looks like something that comes out of the other end other than the mouth of an animal.
Does that look like a poo?
Yeah.
It is a poo! But I wouldn't put any normal poo in my hand. This is a dinosaur poo.
Have you been there over to
Oh, wow.
I know.
That is cool.
Do you plan on going?
It's a real dinosaur poo. I don't think it was a very big dinosaur.
No, it must have been totally a dinosaur.
So how long ago did that poop come out of a dinosaur, do we reckon?
Tens of thousands of millions of years, I reckon.
That is
How
cool,
long
isn't
do
it?
you think it would be?
Well, they died at, what, 40 million ago? So it's got to be at least 40 million, doesn't it?
I found it in a jewellery shop in the middle of a place called Julia Creek.
I'm sorry.
And that's out west in Queensland. So I think it's
Wow, that's
special.
exciting.
Do you think
Very
they'd like
cool.
it?
Hey, Oliver. This is Oliver. I'm
That's really
Magnolia.
cool.
What's your name?
That's Oliver.
Hey, Oliver, what do you think this is? A nut. I wouldn't eat it though. What else do you think it could be? Yeah, it really does look like poo. Guess what? It is poo, but it's no ordinary poo. This belonged to a dinosaur. So it is now officially a rock. Would you like to hold it?
What?
It's so old, it's millions of years old, it's so old that it fossilized and became a rock.
So, what dinosaur did it come from?
Do you think it was a big dinosaur or a little dinosaur?
Probably small. Velociraptor.
Velociraptor.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
Maybe.
Yeah. A really little one. I think it might have even been a dinosaur that ate meat. What do you reckon? Not very nice to think about, really, looking at poo, trying to work out what the animal was eating. What do you suppose?
What about you?
Maybe?
Maybe something herby, because I think the yellow could present something.
Something herby. Bit of a herbivore. That's cool. We like to collect things at Little Leaf. Did Magnolia show you the Gilly Wobbler eggs? Did she show you what's in here? Well, in our little village, which is in the middle of the Forgotten Forest, which edges Hoo-Ha National Park, have you heard of it? No. Oh. Well, anyway, it's very beautiful, very special, and in that village, and in that forest, we've got Gilly Wobblers. Do you know what Gilly Wobblers are? You ever heard of a Gilly Wobbler? They're kind of like a tiny lizard, but it's got wings. And instead of breathing fire, it farts marshmallows, which is really cool. But anyway, it's really handy. Anyway, we had a nest on our back veranda, and a wonderful little Gilly Wobbler came and laid eggs in it. Because it's cold-blooded, it doesn't need to sit on the nest. But we're waiting for these to hatch. You see? Beautiful little eggs. Mock Road.
Yeah.
So you finished for the day.
Nearly, but there's something important we have to do on the way home, guys. What would that be, do you reckon? Something that we have to look out for.
Gilly wobblers.
Gilly wobblers.
Yeah. It's something else that I've always said keep an eye out for.
What?
That's right, Georgia. Have you seen any yet today?
Is it an unidentified frying object? Because I can smell donuts.
Yeah.
Donut flavored gilly wobbler.
Gee whiz, you know, maybe that's what gilly wobblers in Brisbane do. Maybe they fluff donuts.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Maybe that's what we can smell. It's actually a gilly wobbler.
All right, guys. Well, let's go. Thank you very much for that informative discussion.
I didn't ask. That's a very good question. They've got wings. They look a bit like a water dragon, but a bit different as well. I reckon they could. Because you know what? Water dragons can swim, can't they? Yeah. Thank you for your question. If you want to find out about Little Leaf, you just go villageoflittleleaf.com. And you'll see pictures of us. And there's free stuff there. It's all free.
Oh, okay, Little Leaf. I see. Okay. All right. All right. Well, nice to meet you. Have a good one. See you.
For some reason I believe her and then I also don't. Oh, interesting.
That was pretty fun, wasn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll have a look at the website, Little Leaf, and you'll probably see that chick.
And they poo out marshmallows.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
And then the one she said unidentified frying object. Not flying. Unidentified flying object. Frying.
Frying, yeah. Doing well, guys. That's good. Up the big hill here. You can do it. You can do it.
Can we?
Sure you can. You're nearly there. Now it's just downhill from here. They won't get you because I've got the scary face on, Georgia. You'll be right. That Kevy and Ollie might get swooped, but we won't.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Ah, sorry.
I love the John
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. Yeah, it's nice and peaceful along here. Nice to ride by the water, it's always good. Well, you guys can come for a ride with me anytime you like. Holidays, I mean, whatever. We can get... Well, sometimes. Sometimes when it's okay for your mum to bring you here, we can do it again.
No, like just for the coffee day, because I'm going to Singapore, and it's from Monday to Tuesday, so we might not be able to come here in time.
Yeah, fair enough.
And she lives all the way in Newry. She still goes to the same school as me, but she lives so far away. But her parents work close to the school, they work on a line.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just easier if she stays with them at our school.
Oh, okay.
recently moved to Newby because their old house was too small.
Are you okay with that, or is that not very good for you?
I'm fine with that. It just takes like 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
I can tell she was angry at me for not coming on the last day of school. She sent me like a million emails from school anyhow asking, why were you not here on Friday? Why were you not here on Friday?
She must really miss you, hey?
Yeah. We've been friends for 4 years.
Oh, okay.
Since year 1.
Would she be your best friend?
Yes. She's my longest friend, but probably not my best.
Who's your best friend?
You know where we're going.
Yeah, but you know where we're going to, don't you?
Are we stopping right UFOs or something? Or is that all the way at your house?
Only if we see one.
Please speed ahead.
Yeah.
The best spot to go see the UFOs, or is that just anywhere?
Well, no, it's just this is the best time. My discussion about the UFOs was interrupted and I didn't get to finish the story. But basically, as you might remember, I'm really into UFOs, or I have been for a long time. Way back when I was a kid, I was a member of the Victorian UFO Research Society, and back then, before you had mobile phones and things, you had to be a member, you had to pledge that you'd always carry a camera with you, so that if you saw a UFO, you'd be ready to take a picture of it.
At all times.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so I was quite interested in them. And then, of course, you sort of forget for a while. But then I've started becoming a bit more interested again, because there's this new thing that came up a couple of days ago. I don't know if you heard about it, storming Area 51, where a whole lot of... Yeah, okay, well, that sort of got my interest going again. I started to bring myself up to date with all the latest things that are happening. Anyway, it appears, for those people that are involved with it and follow it, that in the next few weeks or months at the very latest, there's going to be a big admission by the government, the US government in particular, but other governments in the world, about all the secret stuff that they've been keeping hidden about UFOs. They're going to make it all available and tell everybody about it, because people who are on the inside and who claim to know these things believe that this is the strategy, that they're leaking us more and more information all the time. Every few days they tell us a little bit more about them. A few days ago the Navy admitted that they'd actually filmed UFOs, and they released the footage of the film of the UFOs that Navy fighter pilots had filmed and everything.
Yeah.
Now, it's the first time that any official government place has actually admitted that. They've all tried to pretend that it didn't happen or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's stuff like that, and also other testimonials of credible people. Instead of being told to shut up, you're allowing them to talk. And anyway, so the theory is that they're kind of gently leading us into the point where they're going to admit that they know all about them and whatever. So that's why we're all excited, because we think that there's going to be a lot more UFO information and UFO activity, because one of the theories is that that these top brass people are actually communicating with aliens and talking to them, and they're all strategizing about whether to release the information and all that. So that's why I'm so interested right at this moment. So it's not a particular part of the ride, it's a part of the calendar of the year that's so important. So that's why I'm saying everybody should keep an eye out for UFOs. That's the story.
Right. I thought there was something... I thought we might actually see one.
Well, we might, because part of what's going on is that more and more sightings are coming up, because one of the theories is that about half the UFOs are real aliens. Well, break them into three. A third of them is just people throwing plates in the air and CGIs and dudes pretending, throwing their hats around and filming them and saying they're UFOs.
Yeah.
That's a third. Another third is real aliens visiting and flying around. And the third, which is probably the most interesting of all, is experimental aircraft that the Army and Navy have actually been flying as a result of reverse engineering spaceships and spacecraft that they've had for decades, and they've been working on how they work and how they fly, and in conjunction with help from the actual aliens, we've been flying around experimental aircraft that of course look very much like the real alien ones because they all work very similarly.
Yeah.
So that's the other third. So a lot of the time when we see these things flying around, they're actually things made by the Air Force practicing, advanced spacecraft using UFO flying technology. So all that means the chances of seeing one, or one that we've made, is much higher now.
Very cool.
Hey?
I reckon it's us in the future.
Well, I reckon you're right. That if you had another third, let's make it a quarter, then the last quarter could well be that as well. Yes, I agree. That's quite possible.
And we're not allowed to actually touch ground or communicate because then we're going to fuck with the past.
Yeah, exactly. So you probably got 4 chunks. Add that as the 4th chunk of the pie, I'd say. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When are we going to cross?
Pardon?
When are we going to cross?
Cross? Cross where? Across the road. Oh, just up here, where we came through the first time. Not far. Stay on this side, Ollie. Yeah. You're supposed to both pedal. You're supposed to get on the blue one in front and both.
So we're just going to keep going around and Uncle Kevin, once you get to the yellow, you switch to the yellow.
Watch out, here comes Kevin.
Go!
Yeah, I'll push.